can you throw some light on the choice of words? How the
Mhm.
choice of words is important while communicating and how it creates a psychologically safe environment.
Right. You started, you are not able to frame a single sentence properly. You are making lots of mistakes, but now you see, for 5 minutes you spoke, there was not a single mistake.
Yes.
Although there maybe if one or two mistakes were there, you can appreciate just to
Hmm.
build his confidence.
You are not choosing the right kind of words with your students, there will be a reduced participation. Do you feel so from their side?
Certainly, they should celebrate each small victory. Each small victory. If they will learn even one word today to use in a sentence, they should enjoy and celebrate rather than saying, today in 24 hours, I learned just
Hmm.
one single word. No, I learned once. See what a difference.
Hi,
Okay,
ma'am.
Jyoti.
How are you?
Oh, Jyoti, I'm doing fantastic. And to see you, anybody would be even happier. So
Honestly,
the
I
same.
was really waiting for you to join, and just, since morning I have been waiting for this time. Finally.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. And you look so radiant. It's useless asking, how are you? But still, I want to know about you. How has your day been so far? And we are connecting after so many months.
Yes,
Let
yes.
me know.
And you are the one to whom I'm connected for the second time. And
Okay,
yes, like after
okay.
first conversation. And I'm feeling great today, ma'am. The day has been shaping well, and as it is my working day also. So
Hmm.
a bit of hectic things as well in between.
Right.
And I think I was about to say, are we twinning today? Kind of.
Oh, yes, more or less the same. And although since morning I have been taking classes, I didn't even check how am I looking. But yes, somehow, yes, when you told me, then I see that
Yeah,
your
I
top
just
and my top
noticed.
more or less same.
And I never wear flower prints, but today I have wore this, so yay. I'm so happy and delighted about it.
It's a coincidence, isn't it?
Yes. And it is also like, motherly and daughterly bond. We share.
Right, right. So sweet, so sweet.
And you
Yes.
are a teacher and also a mother. So that's why. And I feel it. I feel it deep inside my heart. So, okay, ma'am. So
Thank you.
today we
Thank
are
you.
going to discuss a very important topic, which is psychological safety. And
Yeah.
no, I was thinking, whom should I invite to discuss this topic? And none other than your name just clicked my mind, and I thought, no, ma'am is the one who can do justice to this topic, and that's why I have tried connecting
Finger
with you.
crossed. Let's see
No,
how
I
much
know.
I
I
can
am
do this.
very much sure about it and I'm confident. So, okay, to begin with, I think we can start with what do we mean by psychological safety? If you can explain
Mm,
in simple terms so that the audience can really connect to this idea.
right. Right, Jyoti. It's a very, what to say, valid topic for these days, I can say, or for this era. Okay. It is psychological safety is related to, I feel that mentally, if you feel yourself that you are at a secure place, you are in a safe zone, you don't have any kind of fear in your mind related
Hmm.
to anything even. But we are going to talk today about this psychological safety in reference to English learning.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
English learning, because this is the greatest trauma for the people, those who are learning this language.
Yes.
So when they feel like, suppose Jyoti feels safe to speak in front of me, she knows that probably Manju ma'am will not judge my English,
Yes.
even though I make mistake. I know Jyoti is not going to make mistake. Yeah, but still, this kind of feeling, if it is inculcated or built, may it be in the classroom, in the family, in the office,
Hmm.
then people would not have that kind of fear in their mind.
Right.
Okay. So this is psychological safety is where people feel that I am quite open here. I can share my views. Nobody is going to judge me on my language or about my English or anything. This is what
Hmm.
I personally feel. And I would certainly love, Jyoti, that you also add your point of view, that how
Hmm.
do you take this topic?
Yes.
because it's a very, very lovely topic to
Yes.
discuss.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I also wanted to move from generic definition and then specific, moving on to specific, what it has an impact on the English language per se. So,
Mhm.
yes, ma'am, you rightly mentioned that when, uh, if I feel fearless to express my
Mhm.
thoughts, my
Mhm.
emotions, and I can speak freely in front of anyone. So that's a kind of environment where I can raise my concerns. I can ask
Mm.
any question without being, without feeling that it's a stupid question. I can just speak my heart out. So that kind of an environment is what feels psychologically safe to me. And I don't have any fear of judgment, humiliation, and
True.
maybe somebody would punish me on doing certain act or saying something, so that if those things are not there, then I would feel
Mm.
psychologically safe.
Right, right, right. So the right person, the right environment where you are going to open up
Hmm.
something, anything, because sometimes even our personal things when we share, we are not sure whether I should share with this person or not. But
Hmm.
there is a kind of bonding where we never think for the second time whether I should share or not,
I
because that
agree.
person is so connected to me, or
Yes.
I know that person very well. And there a kind of safety is already built in the mind. Okay, I can share this, and this thing will not go out of this room. I'm
Hmm.
talking to a
Hmm.
person who can keep this secret with him or with her. So there we
Right.
feel a kind of safe.
Rightly
Hmm.
said, because we don't share everything with everyone. Where we feel
Everyone
psychologically safe, and we know that that
attached.
person is not going to reveal our secret to somebody else, then
Yes.
definitely we are going to speak out. And
Yes.
yes, you are right, ma'am.
Many
And
times in schools also, like principals used to say, Manju, I'm sharing this with you, and this is quite
yeah,
confidential. Don't
yes,
share with any other teachers. So why a
yeah,
principal needs to tell me this? Because she might have this feeling in her mind that yes, Manju is a person, right person, maybe that she's not going to share with other teachers, maybe about hiking of salary, or about the promotion related to the
got
classes, or
it.
something,
Yes.
anything related to it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. I was
Right.
reminded of a joke here.
Yeah,
When we tell
please,
when we
please.
tell somebody that don't share it with anyone, that person will say the same thing to the yeah, and it becomes a chain of events altogether, cascading effect,
Right.
So
And
that's crazy, my God.
right, right. And later you would come to know, okay, something which was confidential. The other person
Yes,
also says that sister told me that it is very confidential and don't
don't
share it
share
with
it with anyone. Oh my God. Yeah.
True
But
that, true that.
honestly, ma'am, whenever somebody feels psychologically unsafe, even at their home, even with
Mm-hmm.
their family, it's
Mm-hmm.
like a trauma for many where they can't express themselves freely that this is who I am. And they are unable to share even little small things with their parents.
Mm,
And
right,
you must be
right,
aware of these things. You have vast experience. So you have come across many people who, or many students who would share only things with you. And they don't feel free to share it with their parents or maybe siblings. So
right.
how do we like, what is our role in creating a psychologically safe environment? How can I contribute to create such an environment for others? What are those specific points? What do you suggest, ma'am?
Very, very true. And it is very important for not, I don't know whether for you or not, but for
Hmm.
parents and teachers, it is very, very important.
Yeah.
If you are teaching to somebody, means you are guru for that person.
Right.
And the values you will instill into that brain, immature brain,
Yes.
that will be long lasting. Yes.
Hmm.
So how can we create a safe zone? That is very, very, very important.
Right.
And it is something like, if you want to give somebody a kind of space, kind of freedom,
Hmm.
liberty, so that he or she opens up in front of you. So first thing, what we do, being teachers very especially,
Yeah. Yeah.
we correct the person then and there.
Okay.
And people then have this feeling of that if I'll go wrong, I'll be stopped, I'll be corrected.
Hmm.
And how do you give correction? That is important. Do you give that correction by bringing some positive points first? Like, oh,
Mm.
well, you spoke so well. It
Right.
was wonderful. You used, advanced idioms and words. Your
Mm.
sentence structure, that was also very nice. Then, if you want to maybe point out something, then politely, if I tell that student that somewhere
Mm.
article went wrong,
Mm.
okay,
Got it.
so then
Mm.
person has a kind of feeling that okay, out of one mistake, she found so many good qualities in me.
Right.
Then, then the person would not feel hesitant to speak in front of you.
Mm.
Then, second thing, what I feel is that we should never make fun of anyone's language and pronunciation. It happens that the
Yes.
same word, same
Mm.
words, maybe procrastination, maybe any word if you take,
Mm.
somebody is not able to pronounce that word correctly. Or sometimes MTI, that also
MTI.
matters, like
Yeah.
Bengalis would speak the same thing in different way.
Mm.
Southern part of India, if you take some
Yeah.
examples from the life, they would
Mm.
speak the same thing in
Mm.
different way. Okay. I remember even Hindi words, sometimes my principal, in convent,
Mm.
all the sisters, they are from South. So
Okay.
when they
Mm.
speak Hindi especially, so
Mm.
for Mela, for Bela. There was a teacher, Bela ma'am. She's still
Okay.
there. She's not retired.
Okay.
And mostly sister principal used to call her name Bala in place of saying
Mm.
Bela because it
Mm.
was her tone. Okay,
Yes.
this is how they used to speak. So we should not make fun of these things.
Yeah.
If we can give corrections, maybe we can give politely. Otherwise, we should, if you have understood, you should not point it out because communication is something which is just for understanding. It is not for making a long lasting impression. Oh,
Yeah.
what a flawless English or
Mm.
Hindi somebody speaks.
Right.
So,
Right.
somewhere that is also important.
Mm. Yeah.
What do you say? Is it okay?
Absolutely, I agree with you. And especially in India, where we
Hmm.
celebrate diversity. And I think we love this part that a Bengali has this mother tongue influence, which we say MTI, or South
Hmm.
Indian when they speak English. I love that part because that
I
we
too.
celebrate this diversity.
Yes, I too used to love that. And then I used to enjoy that, thinking this, that if a principal can speak one
Yes.
or two Hindi words wrong, then what is wrong if I speak certain words, maybe wrong, I can say, or not up to the mark,
Hmm.
maybe not
Hmm.
100% correct. Okay.
Hmm.
One day, one person was talking about
Hmm.
uh, which word it was, she and C. Yeah, C and
Okay.
she.
Yes.
Okay. And she and C, both the words were going like C. Means
Okay.
SH problem was
Got it.
there.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
So it is maybe someone's habit that initially nobody
Hmm.
corrected that person. So
Right.
could not get it 100%. Okay, there is a difference. SH is Shaw and S is Saw.
Hmm.
And because of
Hmm.
that. But ever since you have understood, I don't think there is any problem. And that kind of feeling is very important for other person to open up in front of you. If you have
Absolutely.
given, created that kind of, no,
Yes. Yes.
feeling inside, then that
Hmm.
person certainly feel like speaking, feel like getting the corrections, will become receptive because the person knows that ma'am is not only finding out fault, rather
Yeah.
she is giving me all the like my positive points also. She is appreciating also. Yeah.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
very imperative when you are teaching somebody or otherwise also in your family. Suppose your husband speaks something to you and you start making fun of or you start pulling leg, then
I
second
pull
time
his
you
leg.
say,
I pull his leg. I make fun of him every day. I love it.
so that's
Like on a
that's
lighter
part
note,
of
I'm saying, but I
that's
love,
part of
yeah,
love. That's
yes.
part of love.
And the
Okay.
bond we share. Yeah, right.
Yes, the bond you share and that you
Hmm.
enjoy.
Yes,
There you don't feel ashamed. You when you
right,
make fun of your husband enjoys. He doesn't
right.
feel ashamed that I made a mistake. But
Yeah.
if he is being corrected by his boss,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
how politely he has been corrected or how harshly he has been corrected, that matters a lot.
Hmm.
The correction, I feel that if polite correction is given, that works better than the harsh corrections.
Yes, I'm on the same page. I agree with every single word which you spoke. Especially, we
Mm.
should not make fun of others. Maybe it is their language, their body language, their habits. We should not make fun of anyone. We should respect,
Right.
and respect is again one of the points. We should respect every creature, be it even
Right.
animals or human beings. If we are not respecting others, then we should not expect the same kind of respect to us. So we
Right.
should not make fun of anyone, ma'am. This is very important. And since my childhood, I think I have experienced so many things when I have been made fun of, and
Mm-hmm.
people make fun of you, and then you feel inside, you feel so insecure that next time you will not
Right.
utter a single word in front of them. Especially, you avoid those kind of people, and you think that we should not be around them, be it a family member or maybe an outsider. And especially students, they avoid such teachers who make fun of them. there are te-
Right.
there are good teachers as well, and we have bad teachers. So
Right.
a
Right.
teacher shapes up the young minds. And like you, that's why I've chosen you, ma'am, for today's discussion, because it is very important to understand from your point of view and your perspective, because you teach
Mm-hmm.
students of different kinds who are at different levels, and everyone should feel comfortable with you while they are speaking. And at the same time,
Right.
you have to upgrade their level. And if you will not give feedback, and especially if you will not give sometimes constructive feedback, then how will they improve? But the subtle way of starting with uh, highlighting the points where you feel that okay, they have done best in articulation of maybe using idioms or certain phrasal
Right.
verbs here, and then pointing out little mistakes so that in the process they will succeed and become the best
We will
version.
learn.
So this point
Right.
was really spot on.
Yes, it is
Yes.
important. Actually, if their efforts are not being praised, and
Yeah.
only if you pinpoint their mistakes, their
Hmm.
drawbacks, then they would think that they are not learning anything. In the journey of learning, they are not gaining anything. They will always be demotivated.
Yeah.
So it is very important that you build confidence in them that yes, oh,
Hmm.
you are improving. Oh, today you spoke so well. Within
Right.
1 minute, I told you, I gave you jam technique to practice one topic. Okay, just for 1 minute you speak on certain topic, and you spoke for 5 minutes. And then once you appreciate it, like already the person is on cloud nine or very
Yes.
happy
It
that yes,
boosts
I
their
did something
confidence
great.
level. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So first boost the confidence level of the person that you did so many right things.
Right.
One thing which I want to highlight where you
Hmm.
can work, that should be somewhere at the end, not in the
Hmm.
beginning itself. There is another way I can say, like, what are you doing for so long? I have been teaching you the same thing.
Yes.
Again and again, over and over, you are making the same mistake.
Hmm.
Tenses you are making wrong. It
Yeah.
happens in the journey of learning. People make mistake because mistakes are the first pillar or first step of learning something. So they will certainly make mistakes, but how the corrections are given, how their efforts are being
Hmm.
celebrated, that is
Right.
somewhere very important. That is very
Yes.
important.
Beautiful mistakes of our life, because they help in growing and we become the best
Growing, yes,
version.
and knowing us better, that where we are going wrong and how
Hmm.
can we correct. same
Yes.
same strategy may not work for all of us. Like if you
Absolutely.
are making mistake, how will you upgrade yourself? If I'm
Hmm.
making mistake, how am I going to make upgrade my mistakes? Both of us will have different strategy
Right.
because different types of learners,
So,
different types
yeah,
of acceptance. Yes,
absolutely,
how
ma'am.
do you feel?
So that
Yeah.
means, ma'am, as a teacher, you customize your lessons based on the level of students, and you tailor them according to the needs.
Right.
Maybe a student wants more of appreciation, like a gentle person maybe, that he wants that pamperness from you, and then certain things. But ma'am, I would like to ask you here that many a times people take you for granted because of creating a psychologically safe environment is one thing, but at the same time creating a balance that the student should not disrespect or take advantage of your maybe openness,
Leniency.
leniency.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
to what extent do you think it is important to create, because it is a very fine line, the difference between that somebody, the student should not cross that, that he or she is disrespecting you and taking advantage of you, and maybe you are taken for granted. So how do you deal with it? Have you ever felt that?
See, yeah, of course. Being in a school, now I'm not teaching the
Yeah.
school and college students, I'm teaching to all professionals, those who are working people.
Hmm.
So the scenario is quite changed. I'm now the
Yes.
other side of the table. But when I was in the school, where 50 students are sitting in a classroom, 50 students of 50 minds, 50 different temperaments.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
But teacher is the one, syllabus is the one, and the expectation from the teacher is the same for the management and for the parents both. Parents also
Hmm.
want that my child should be on the first rank.
Right.
Principal, management, they also want what? That in her subject, children must excel.
Right.
But
Hmm.
everybody is not of the same IQ level. Okay. And then another very important rule or law has been implemented that we can't punish the students.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Right? You
Hmm.
can't speak harsh words.
Yes.
That's the part of education now, that you can't say stupid to somebody in the classroom.
Hmm.
Gone those days when children were said what not. We have heard many things from our teachers. Okay.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
those things worked for us.
Hmm.
What I personally feel, that wherever I am today, because of my teachers,
Yeah.
because of those harsh words, what today's parents feel, that those harsh words will spoil their children.
Hmm.
Children will go deep into depression. Sometimes we hear this also.
Okay.
So the
Hmm.
demarcation line, actually, which you asked, that how to maintain this demarcation line, one, he is intelligent, brilliant, okay, obedient, disciplined, very
Hmm.
simple to teach. The teacher's quality lies to teach those who are below average.
Right.
There is your quality, that how well you manage with those kids. You are not a smart teacher when you are teaching 90 percentile students to achieve 95 or 96. How
Hmm.
do you create an environment for those who are somewhere in 40%, 45%? If
Hmm.
you bring them to the level of 60 or 80 or 85, there lies your beauty. There lies the teacher's talent and methodology and strategy, whatever you say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for that, we teachers especially need to understand the level of the child, how pampered the child is, how brainy
Hmm.
the child is, whether the child is an average student or below
Hmm.
average student. Then our criteria, our method, our teaching style accordingly should change.
Okay.
Should change. We need to understand that they are kids. What they are doing unknowingly. There is nobody to tell them that this is wrong and
Hmm.
this is not the right approach. And even parents also don't have time to give them corrections. Rather, sometimes it happens that parents unknowingly speak something ill about the teachers in front of their kids.
Right.
And they
Yes.
don't understand that what
Hmm.
they spoke about the teachers,
Hmm.
that somewhere is registered
Hmm.
in their children's mind, that they
Right.
don't. Okay.
Yeah. So
So
that
we
is
need
what
to
we,
first,
yeah, that is what
yeah,
we are talking about, the kind of environment we have to build. And
yes,
ma'am, can you throw some light on the choice of words? How they,
choice.
because
Hmm.
how the
Mhm.
choice of words is important while communicating and how it creates a psychologically safe environment.
Right. Right. Well, so nice questions you have brought today. Okay, see, whenever you want to create a kind of safe psychological boundary,
Hmm.
then appreciation is one thing that will certainly give a kind of positive environment for a person to learn and to grow.
Okay.
Okay. So
Hmm.
how if somebody is saying something, first you listen to him carefully,
Hmm.
attentively, as if he is speaking something very important. Don't simply ignore. He is a beginner. What he will speak. Don't let that person feel this. Okay. And then appreciate in between.
Right.
Don't speak by using words, because it might happen that the person would forget to the thoughts that what he was speaking. But yes, of course, you can show thumbs up, well done, very good. Show your expression, whether you are happy or you are just cribbing about that, oh, what I
Mm.
taught and what the person is speaking.
Yes.
Okay, so that is important, that you give the positive vibe and build the confidence. That's how I think. That's how these are
Mm.
the words. Say sometimes very good, excellent, well done, fabulous. You improved a
Mm.
lot.
Yeah, yeah.
The day you started, you are not able to frame a single sentence properly. You are making lots of mistakes. But now you see, for 5 minutes you spoke, there was not a single mistake.
Yes.
Although there maybe if one or two mistakes were there, you can appreciate just to boost him, just to
Mm.
build his confidence.
Yes. Right, ma'am. And I'm reminded of our previous video where you have highlighted the idea of active listening,
Okay.
and it's
All
important.
right.
Last time we
Okay,
spoke about it.
I have just forgotten that what we discussed in the previous video.
Yes,
But
I have
yes,
an elephant's memory. I
oh,
remember the details.
I do have, but I think that this is not important for me to remember what we discussed in the previous. Yes, you
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, we touched upon that topic. So
Enough.
I
Very,
have
yeah.
jotted down few points, and let's take one or two sentences from you that if you are not giving the right kind, if you are not choosing the right kind of words with your students, there will be a reduced participation. Do you feel so from their side?
Certainly,
Yeah.
certainly. They will not feel a kind of connection, that they will feel that if you are not appreciating, if you are not, letting them feel that yes, you are right.
Hmm.
Okay, this is important. Then they would certainly think that it's useless speaking now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it will
Yes.
impact their learning, their confidence level.
Yes.
And
Yes.
do you tell your students to take risk in life with respect to English language?
I do. I always do. I
Mm.
always do. I always tell them that don't worry about accuracy.
Yeah.
Okay. Take risk of speaking with strangers,
Yes.
where even though they are going to judge you, that is not going to affect you much, because once upon a time you go to certain mall, if you try your English there, nobody is going to judge you there. And even though they judge you, at least you learned how to speak in the mall, how to come up with the ideas. You made mistakes, then you came at home and you tried to find out that, oh, there I got stuck, what I
Yeah.
could have spoken. So there was always a kind of learning. So I always tell my students, take a risk. Without a risk, there is no gain.
Right.
There's no gain. I also took risk by taking VRS and starting online journey,
Yeah.
and I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying. I'm my own boss now, I feel. Yes. So,
Absolutely. You are
so risk
enjoying and
is,
it is reflected onto your face for sure. I love
no, truly I'm enjoying, Jyoti. Undoubtedly, I'm
I
enjoying.
know, ma'am. And we enjoy with you whenever we connect with all of us who are learners and maybe in this journey. So I loved this whole discussion about the psychologically
Same,
safety. I loved
same,
it
same.
and hope we unintentionally not create that unsafe environment for anybody around us.
No, no, no. We
Yes,
should not. We
we
should
should
not.
not,
We should
and
not.
just we should be a little cautious about things. And ma'am, final words from you. I just want to
See,
use every single second. Yeah.
final words actually for learners, if I
Hmm.
say, Jyoti,
Yes.
I think they should celebrate each small victory. Each small victory. If they will launch even one word today to use in a sentence, they should enjoy and celebrate, rather than saying, today in 24 hours, I learned just
Hmm.
one single word. No, I learned once. See what a difference. What a difference.
Hmm.
I learned one word today. And the other side, I just learned one word today.
Right.
So I want to tell all the learners,
Hmm.
enjoy your each small victory. Feel always confident that
Hmm.
I have done in my past, I am doing at present, and I will be doing in my future too. Just what is required, practice, practice, and practice without thinking whether you are speaking right or wrong in the beginning. And later, certainly you need to move towards the accuracy gradually and slowly.
Wow. I love that. the you have pulled together everything. And yes, it's important to make mistakes, and then only we grow in life. We move up to that ladder, and confidence level. Yes, it is very important when you speak. And just don't fear any kind of judgment or somebody would punish you. Just feel free to speak out your heart. And it's okay to make mistakes. I must have made so many, and
Yeah,
but still we are growing, and like no problem. No worries at
yes,
all.
of course. Yes, of course.
Yes,
Nothing we have learned without making mistakes. So how can we learn even English without making mistakes?
right,
If
right.
you ask somebody that, did you learn something without making a mistake? You
And
will not
answer is
find a
no.
single person. Answer is a big no,
Big
big no,
no. Yeah.
big no. Yes.
I just noticed, ma'am, one thing, that our surnames are also same. So probably everybody would think I am your daughter. So
Let
yes.
them think. Let them think you are
Yes.
like my daughter.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. I love this session. Thank you so much. And the kind of knowledge you have shared and your experiences and insights, it's quite intriguing. And I'm sure whosoever would watch this video will learn something from it and excel in their
Thank you
life.
so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
for,
Jyoti. Yes, yes, for investing your time here. And we whenever we connect, I actually enjoy sharing the screen with you. Although this is just second screen
yes.
sharing, I think. Yeah.
Right.
But still, I would love to connect with you very often, at least once in a month.
Sure, I'm going to, or maybe you can invite me to discuss
Sure,
a
sure. Certainly,
certain
certainly
topic.
we'll do it. Actually, due to just time constraints, I can say that
Hmm.
you are also caught up. You are a professional. And although I'm a homemaker, but because of different
You're
responsibilities,
more
somewhere.
occupied than me.
Yes, you are right. Somewhere I'm also more occupied. But still, where there is a will, there is a way. We can certainly find out some time
Sure.
for a 20-minute session.
Sure,
Okay,
ma'am. Thank
Jyoti.
you so much. Bye bye. Take care of
Bye-bye.
your health. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much.